Hey, how's it going? I'm Justin with Be the Bridge. Let me ask you a question. Are you scared of tornadoes? I know my wife definitely is. Here in Tennessee, we've kind of become the new tornado alley. Used to be out Midwest, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, places like that. But we have lived in three different houses in three different parts of Middle Tennessee, and we have had a tornado go within 1,000 yards of all three of them. Needless to say, my wife has 13 weather apps on her phone. We have a storm shelter, and if it even looks like a tornado's coming, she is going to be in there with the kids, with the pets, no questions asked. Now, for you guys out there, where are we usually at? I'm not too worried about it. We're going to be out on the porch. I tend to go out there, and I love watching storms, lightning, thunder, the wind, the rain, all of it. I enjoy it, but I also have faith that if God wants to take me, it's my time to go. It doesn't matter if I'm in a storm shelter or if I'm sitting out on the porch. It reminds me of a story in Acts. Peter is sitting in prison. Now, Peter had a habit of getting himself into trouble, his mouth being one of the chief causes. He finds himself shackled to two different guards, and he's going to be executed the next day. And in Acts, it tells us that an angel showed up and said, "Hey, Peter, wake up. Put your sandals on. We're busting out of here." It's crazy to me that the next day he's going to be executed. And what was Peter doing? He was sleeping. Either he was really, really worn out, or he just had more faith than most of us. I'm going to choose to go with the latter because he had the opportunity to walk with Christ and he knew what God could do for him. What was really powerful about that story, though, is Peter didn't ask questions. He didn't say, "How are you going to get these shackles off of me? What about these two guards that I'm shackled to? How are we going to get out that gate that's locked out there?" He simply said, "Okay, let's go." I think far too often as Christians nowadays, we ask a lot of questions instead of just following what God has for us to do in our lives. We want to see how everything's going to be worked out before we take that first step. We want to know how God's going to sort it out. What does that look like for us? You know, faith is belief in the things unseen. And oftentimes, stepping out on faith, that first step is the hardest one. It's trusting God when you're walking downstairs in the dark, when you take that first step, that there's a step there. So I'd encourage you today to not worry so much about how it's going to work out or what the journey is going to look like. I would encourage you more to just trust God, follow Him, and step out on faith. Sit back and enjoy finding out how He's going to make it all work. And continue to be willing to go out and have an impact on those around you. Remember, to be the bridge, connect the Word to the world, and allow God to use you if you'll just step out on faith today. Hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to do lots more videos on small topics like this that are just simple and easy to follow. Thanks.